Today I'm here with a very good news, good information about a particular scholarship which takes thousands and thousands of people from Africa, Latin America and Asia to go to study in the United Kingdom for master's degree through what is known as Chevening Awards. Within Chevening Awards, there are two types of things. There is the scholarship and then there is a fellowship. But in the scholarship part, which I will talk a lot about scholarship rather than fellowship, I believe majority of you do qualify for this particular scholarship because the qualifications or eligibility are very easy. They are very simple. But to get it is not easy. To get it is very difficult. Why? Because so many people are applying, because so many people qualify. But it is very competitive. It's just like how to qualify for the World Cup. Every country on the planet Earth qualifies to play qualifying games for the World Cup. But how many countries usually really qualify to go to play for the World Cup? Is it 32 countries, whatever, 36 countries? And who becomes the winner? Just one country. So this is just like a Chevening scholarship. Opens the door for thousands and thousands of people to apply. Over 50,000 applicants. And sometimes they take 5,000-10,000 people to go to England or to United Kingdom to pursue master's degree program. So this is being a long introduction. But before I go on talking over and over, I'm going to ask you a few things we agree to do together before we go to the next phase. The first thing I would like to agree with you or to ask you to do, number one, is to listen to this particular video or watch this video from the beginning up to the end. Why? Because I'm going to break down every single thing, what makes you the best candidate, what is going to set you apart from other candidates. As I've been saying, the qualifications are minimal. They don't require the English proficiency test. I will explain why. And even if they require, it is after being given scholarship. They don't require recommendation letters at the time of application until you are called for the interview. That's when they require. So the application requires there are certain particular essays, recommendation letter. I mean, the how to write a resume. So there are certain key issues I'm going to address in this particular video. So even if the video is going to be long, please watch up to the end. What if you don't qualify? What if you don't have bachelor degree to apply for master's degree? Or what if you have already have PhD and this doesn't work for you? It doesn't mean that you stop to share to others. Go and share this on your Facebook. Share this one to various your colleagues, friends on your email list. Share this one through text message. Take the link and share to them. But also don't forget to share on Twitter. Don't forget to share on so many WhatsApp groups, because this is the way on how we can be able to share this information and as many people can be able to qualify. I know so many people who have helped them or support them into applications and they go to this Chevening scholarship program. So those are the two things. But if today is your first time to come across the EBM Scholars YouTube channel, I ask you, please remember to subscribe to this particular YouTube channel. Put the thumb up so that when you can get a good reviews and questions, if you have, put it down. I'll keep going on and doing that one. And at the bottom of this particular video, I'm going to put the particular links which will be able to help you. The links about, for instance, how to write a competitive resume. The links about how to write what we call a statement of purpose. Those are the things we'll be able to explain what kind of essays and what are the guidelines we'll be able to do. I'll be able to mention a few of these kind of things, but when it comes to the full explanation, they will be also into certain videos I've already done them. So forget about this long introduction. Let's dig in, go direct to the Chevening scholarship. So what is Chevening Scholarship? Chevening Scholarship is a fully funded program by the United Kingdom government. So it's offered by the government. You can apply. The application has started from September 3rd. Usually it is started before that, a month before, but this year because of the pandemic, coronavirus, that's why it is started in September 3rd. That's why I was waiting to make this particular video. Right now I'm making this video. It is September 3rd, but it's night. I know some other countries is already September 4th, but it doesn't matter. So application has started on September 3rd until November 3rd. So you have 60 days to make this application. So don't come with excuse to wait on the last day to go and write all the essays. No, don't do that. So that's number one. So apply now so that you can get opportunity. Everything is paid for. Everything. That means if you go there, your focus will be on just studying. That is your focus. You don't need to start, I have to start like worrying other things. So you don't need to do that. So let me give up a little bit about Chevening. So Chevening scholarship enables outstanding emerging leaders from all over the world to pursue 1-year master's program or master's degree in the United Kingdom. What does that mean? It means in this particular program, number one, you have to study in England or United Kingdom to be how it is. So don't ask the question, can I do online distance learning? Can I do PhD? Can I do bachelor degree? No, it is 1-year master's degree program and it must be studied in the United Kingdom. That's number one. And in order to apply, those who successful they want people with ambition, people with leadership skills or qualities, strong academic background to be able to apply. And by strong academic background, that means there is a GPA requirement. So stay tuned to know what kind of GPA to be able. So according to Chevening, they encourage everyone who meets the minimum requirement or the eligibility and other requirements which have been set by this one to go ahead and apply. And they say, I quote, your gender, age, there is no age limit. If you are 100 years old, you can apply. They don't care about that. Sexual orientation, religion, marriage, parenthood status, the class or other attributes do not matter to us at all. To the Chevening, those are nothing. Why those are nothing? And I've been telling you that when you are writing a resume, don't put your gender, your age, date of birth, marital status, religion, your tribe. Who cares if you are from Kisumu? Who cares if you're from Accra, Ghana? We don't care your tribe. We don't care about your religion. We don't care whether you are single or you are married. You don't care about how many kids you have. There is no sympathy. What they want is, what matters in the Chevening is your ability to submit a very strong application, the application which can be able to show that you can be you are capable to excel in academic studies while you are pursuing in the United Kingdom, but someone with a clear vision of the future, of your future. By your future, it means how are you going to implement, what is your plan to, when you go to England to pursue masters, why are you going to pursue that master's degree program? Why are you going to that particular university? What are you going to do after finishing? Even if there is a requirement, you must come back to your home country. Even if they don't say that one, in any scholarship you are going to apply, you must say, upon finishing my degree program, I will come back to my home country. And not just to come home and just have beer and have ugali and have whatever, any kind of food you want to enjoy. Or say, oh, I've been in England and then this is when I went to watch the Arsenal-Manchester game and this is the day of showing all these kind of weekend vibes on Instagram. It's not about that. What are you going to do upon returning? There is no throwback Thursday that this is the day I was in metro, whatever. No. They want people with a clear vision. What are you going to do to help the community? What are you going to do to shape the future? As a future, someone with a vision, they need your blueprint of next life. That's what they need. And I'll explain that one, and I'll put in the link of this what I'm explaining. There is a question: what is your statement of purpose? What is your motivational statement? What motivates you to apply masters in peace and justice studies, community development, rural development, agricultural, whatever, IT, whatever? What makes you apply for that particular program? You have to explain your work experience, your education experience, and what is the gap in your community, and why, if you think you got to do that masters, you're going to get something to fix that gap. And once you come back, come with a blueprint, write a blueprint. Even if things will change, even if you might not accomplish all of them, come with a blueprint that my plan is, after finishing my rural development program, I will come back to my home country and I will go to the rural area. I'm going to implement 1, 2, 3, 4. for instance, you can say, I am going to do masters in English as a second language. Why? Because I'm a teacher, and as a teacher, we have a very big problem in my country. Maybe because of this is the language, and most of the good teachers are in urban area. I want to focus in the rural areas. I'm going to introduce the catch of reading the books. I'm going to introduce the catch of writing books. I'm going to introduce, so you have to have the plan. I'm going to have debate plans. I'm going to do this way. I'm going to have come up with a plan. Those are the things. So what are the eligibility? What are the requirements? I've been going back and forth to show some things. So number one, you must be coming from a Chevening country, eligible country. So what are the eligible countries? I'll put the link of all countries. But to make it simple for you, almost all countries are eligible. Almost, I didn't say all. For instance, Albania, whatever. So you go to the website which I'll put there, which is chevening.org/apply. If you go there, you can put your country. So almost all developing countries qualify. Albania, whatever, Algeria, whatever. All these countries, Argentina, Australia, Bahamas, Bangladesh, Barbados, Belize, Benin, Bolivia, all the countries even Australia qualifies. So almost all developing countries, even the developed world, they qualify for that one. Even Canada qualifies to apply for that one. So those are the things I want to make sure that I'll make sure you qualify for that. So most of the countries qualify for that. So if you're qualifying, so that's number one. Number one, you must be from Chevening eligible country. 2, return to your country of citizenship upon finishing, and stay in your country for minimum of 2 years. Meaning, you have to do something in your country. Even if you are planning to stay in England, go back to your home country first and do something. Country and country have different, scholarship and scholarship have different. I remember quota scheme program, they had a different requirement. If you stay in the country, they convert to be a loan, but Chevening, they encourage you to go to your home country. Okay, so the person must have degree, have completed all components of an undergraduate study, because you're going to do masters, so you must have a bachelor degree at the time you are applying or the time you are going to do, you are finishing the deadline, the application. And then that degree, as I said, you must have a strong academic background. You must have what we call a GPA of upper second class. So for England, they will say 2.1. So 2.1 is just, so this is out of 4. So how you do is very simple. Take 2.1 divided by 4 times 5. You find what is the GPA of that kind of what is the that GPA? What that will be? What will be GPA in the 5.0 scale, whatever. So most cases just upper second class. Simple like that. But there are some people you might, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7. I don't know. There are some people they might have lower 3.4, but other things they might change the equation. Then you must have at least 2 years of work experience. But 2 years of work experience, it means this work experience, you can have experience while you are studying. It doesn't mean that after finishing your bachelor to have 2 years of work experience after completion of the degree. No. 2 years of work experience of all of your life work experience. Meaning, if you are a student and you are volunteering, if you are a student, you are doing internship, if you are a student, you were hired and working somewhere. So they want 2 years of work experience minimum. Those work experience, they haven't said it must be paid. It can be paid, it can be unpaid. The work experience. So it is not restricting you to make sure, because people, when they say, I have to have work experience, they always think about, oh, I have to have the work experience must be the, get how much money I've been able to get, whatever. No. It's just about the, whether it is the work experience, which is the paid, like internship, volunteering, all those kind of things, must be 2 years, and they can count hours. When you have gone to field, they will tell you how many hours have you been able to work. They can be able to quantify and see minimum how many hours can you be able to do that. So that is another thing. Then by July, so this is how it is. When you apply on November, the people will be shortlisted in February. when you be shortlisted in February, you'll be shortlisted in order to go ahead for the to be shortlisted for the what? For the interview. So when you're going to fill the application, you are not supposed to submit reference letters. You are supposed to write the name of people who will recommend you, who will write a reference for you. So just their names and their contact. But if you are shortlisted for the interview in February 22nd, if I'm not mistaken, I'll look at it. In February is when you are supposed to fill the references. You are supposed to upload the references. And I'll explain that will be February 22nd, 2021, next year. But that is when you must have the uploading if you have been invited for the interview. But in the application, there is no requirement of actual submitting, uploading the what? To upload the recommendation letters. I know some people, they get problems on getting recommendation letters. So you must have, the recommendation is 2 recommendation letters, but you don't, it's just their names and the titles and everything, but don't upload. And you can change these references before February 22nd, 2021. So you need to have, then there is another way of applying to university. So you have to apply to 3 different eligible United Kingdom universities courses and receive an unconditional offer by July. So on a separate content, you have to apply for university. There are certain universities which are eligible within the Chevening. So you apply 3 different universities, courses, whatever. You have to apply to 3 courses. So once you get those admission, it must be an conditional offer by July. Then you are going through that way. So let's go from here. Let's go to English proficiency. The Chevening used to require the English proficiency certification. That means the test of English as a foreign language, like 12 International English Language Testing System, IELTS, and other qualifying exams for language proficiency. And usual for this exam, this one, there used to be, when you apply, you don't need to submit this one. But once you apply, you get admission, you get everything before July. Once you get everything, scholarship and everything, then you can be able to take the English proficiency test. But the good news is that the Chevening English proficiency certification or requirement has been removed for applicants to study from 2020 to 2021 academic year onwards. So even this application for 2021-2022, the English proficiency requirement has been removed. What a good news! That is something you can be able to not have any excuse now. You don't need to submit the English proficiency test at all. You don't need to submit upload your recommendation letters during this time. So don't, oh, I had a problem to get a recommendation letter from my professor. You don't need to do that. You just put their names. So it's all about you onto the particular essays or the questions. They want you to be able to do that. So you'll find the course, you are going to apply, and they have been said like, so the timeline is September 3rd, application opens, you apply. After applying, November 3rd at 12 midnight Greenwich, whatever GMT time, whatever the English time, that is midday, whatever, November, that is the deadline. November 3rd, they are starting to match the candidates versus they are going to look at their eligibility criteria if they have met. Then mid-November to December, they are going to, the committee is going to read, the independents, they are going to read the application, eligible applications, and then they are going to rank them with scores. So because there are certain essays you have to go through. And these the scores are then passed back to the British Embassy or High Commission in the particular country. If you are Tanzanian, in Tanzania. If you are Liberia, from Liberia. If you are from Ghana, from Ghana. If you are from Ethiopia, they do Ethiopia. If you are from China, you do it from China. Things of that nature. Mid-February, applicants are going to be shortlisted for the interviews. So those who are going to be invited for the interviews will be notified and given the congratulations, and then they'll be given the interview guidance. And among the things they are supposed to submit, so February 22nd, you are supposed to upload now the references and education documents. That is the deadline. You're supposed to upload your transcripts and everything. You're supposed to upload at that time. Then on March 1st to April 3rd, April 30th, end of April, there will be the time of the interviews. So there will be a panel of interviews at the British High Commission in your country where you are. So there is a panel that will be interviewing you if you have been shortlisted going through. Then early June, so the results come out. So if the results come out, it will be announced that you have got it. And then that's we'll see the people with those they keep calm. Chevening scholar, something have been chosen to participate in the Chevening. So then July 15 is the deadline to submit, if you had to submit the admission with unconditional offer. Because some people, depending on the university, they have certain condition. We are giving you admission, but make sure you have to accomplish 1, 2, 3, 4. But you must have the unconditional offer to submit. If you do that, then September, October 2021 is Chevening / hashtag you are going to start your studies in England. Or, I mean, United Kingdom. I'm getting confused all the time. So that is something you have to know, the timeline and something you need to know. Then obviously there are visa type, but it doesn't mean because you got Chevening is a guarantee given the visa. So there are all those kind of things you needed to understand, the requirements, and then there are visas and all those kind of things. So let me talk a little bit about work experience, because people get confused about work experience. When we talk about work experience, you must ensure that you meet the minimum requirement of work experience before submitting this one. And I've said for the Chevening scholarship, not fellowship, the scholarship part, you are allowed to submit the experience even if while you are a student. There are some of the scholarships you 2 years of work experience must be upon after finishing your studies, but this one you must have work experience even during your student. And this work experience can be categorized into either of the following. You can have full-time employment, that means whether it's paid, whether it's part-time employment, whether it's paid also. If it's a voluntary work, you are volunteering, like you want to work with EBM scholars, paid or unpaid internships. For instance, I can give you an example. Myself as a YouTuber, like what I'm doing this one, this is a voluntary work. So it counts as work experience. You can be working at helping the teenagers at each week or whatever. You are going to, that is volunteering work. Work experience can be completed before, during, or after graduating from undergraduate studies. However, any mandatory employment that counted towards your undergraduate or postgraduate course will not be eligible. For instance, what does that mean? It means if you are a student and then you are supposed to do what we call field attachment or practical training for 2 months, that one doesn't count because it is part of your education. But on your own, you go to volunteer. On your own, you're going to find your work. That is going to be counted as work experience. So they're saying like 2 years of work experience is about 2,800 hours. There is a way on how they are going to count those kind of hours. Okay, so references. I've already said the references you don't need to, you put their names. So make sure you put, you can change if you want, but you can put the name. Make sure that you use the references who have the email address with the affiliated with the organization, not this Gmail, Yahoo, whatever, Hotmail. Put the email address with the ATI, udism.ac.tz or whatever, at just organizational professional email. So who can be able to be as someone to write a recommendation for you. So find someone not as a friend, someone who was, for instance, because you apply as for academic, my advice usually say at least academic, one academic and one professional, someone who knows you well. So academic, someone who will explain to you how good you are in articulating, taking charge of presentations. You are not doing plagiarism. So someone can be able to give that kind of aspect. But also on the other side is someone who can put you in your profession. So if you have volunteered somewhere, get some professional recommendation. The professional recommendation, that means can be able to help you to say that this person is a good worker, I mean, or supervisor, or someone who can be able to do this. So what is saying in the essay that this person wants to develop 1, 2, 3, 4 in the future, this person, I know the person I was a supervisor can be able to do that. So you just approach 2 referees. You can put them there over there, but they don't submit the recommendation right away. So don't put your friend, don't put your parents, don't put your relative. So you have all this time to go through everything in order to submit. So I'm going to put certain few things which are key pointers. I don't want to make this very, very long video. Already is long. So recommendation letters you put later. Transcript or whatever you put, but there are certain essays you'll be asked to write these essays. Make sure all essays you are going to do very well. Write them and take your essay, put on. Don't type the essay on the system. Take the essay, put into what you call Grammarly.com. I'll put the link of the Grammarly.com. Is a free website which can be able to correct your grammar. But apart from correcting your grammar, find someone who can read your essay to challenge you. To say this is not critical, this is very minimal, this is overall general. Put your specific blueprint to how are you going to do in your country when you come back from this particular program. This is the time. Don't ask me to write the essay for you. You can write the essay for me on your own. Ask me to look at it and just critique. I can do that. But don't ask me, send me the letter, send me whatever. I'm not doing that way. You have to do on your own. So I'm going to put all these resources on the description of this particular email, on this particular video, so that you can be able to see how you can be able to do better way. Okay, another thing is I'll put the link about the statement of purpose, resume. Don't put, if you for instance, don't put your gender, date of birth, marital status. Those, they don't mean anything. Then don't start putting like you have bachelor degree. Don't put primary school education. So there are so many mistakes I've put in the video. What mistakes Africans resumes or people from developing countries make. So there is a video. It's on the description. Go and watch that video. I don't want you to make unnecessary mistakes. There is no application fee in this program. So there is no application fee. You don't need to take English proficiency test. So everything is free. Why you don't apply? If you don't apply for this program, don't find me again and say, oh, I'm looking for opportunity to go to Europe or America. This is the chance for you to go through everything. So let me end up here. But quickly, for those who want to apply for Chevening Fellowship now. So Chevening Fellowship, this one, the bigger difference is who can apply. The minimum requirement is for work experience is 5 years of work experience. And this one is more professional, mid-career people. Not this is just 2 years of work of volunteering. No, this is a heavy-duty one for professionals. So I'll put the link also for the fellowship. You can be able to see and go through everything. But apart from that, share this video to anyone who you know looking for these opportunities. But apart from that, remember to subscribe, share this video for anyone who you know for sure might be interested for this scholarship. I believe this video will be watched by many people, commented a lot, and many people will be able to benefit. And I'll put my email here if you want to send me or the email or on the WhatsApp, the essay you have written and want me to correct for you. I'll be able to help you and guide you on that particular area. Thank you so much everyone, and I appreciate your continued support and all the best for the Chevening scholarship application. This is EBM Ernest Boniface Makulilo talking to you from my home office in Belton, Missouri, United States of America. Myself, I'm talking, I received over $100,000 scholarships, so I know what I'm talking about. And for those who know me, they have seen all these books. So goodbye everyone. Bye bye.